Blue Tigers in their navy blue. White numerals. Lincoln in silver across the front.
Had a lot of great battles with these Lincoln Blue Tigers over all these years, Brad Boyer. I would expect it to be the same today. They had a tough game down there at Jeff City in early January, the very beginning, and I would expect this to be a good one.
We'll go down memory lane as we move along on the broadcast. My partner, I'm going to tee it up for him. 6-10 and 6-10 in mid-circle. Biambongo and Bird, and the Blue Tigers win the opening tip. Work to the hoop to my right. Angling to the left side of the circle is Chapman. Now in it goes to the lane. The kick out from Williams to Chapman, trying to create a shot. Nearly had it poked away. Ball finds him again. Puts up the shot, no good. Rebound over the top by Biambongo. Outside to Chapman. Missed it. Offensive rebound. Foul is going to be called on one of the Blue Tigers. That'll be on Williams. So we've got Tyler Chapman on the Lincoln side out of the Queens, New York. And then on our Bulldog roster, we've got Ja'Kai Parinello from Bronx, New York, so different borough. And Julian Brown has it from Oradell, New Jersey. His pass to Brennan Lovett. Brennan says it's senior day, and I'm not going to waste an opportunity as he drops down a three-point shot. That's his fifth of the season.
Open on the right wing, Brad. We've seen him hit him a couple years ago. We saw him hit a bunch of them and knock her down to get this thing started.
Pass left block. Poked away by Bird. Taken by the Bulldogs' Kingery. Brown floats it up the floor to Byers. 2-11, the Bulldogs will settle in. The 6'10 Bird leads the Bulldogs in steals this season. Normally a stat that your smaller guys excel in. Here's a left baseline drive by Lovett. Fans it's outside to Bird. Came up short on his three-point attempt. Blue Tiger ball. Chapman up the floor is cut off. Now passes to Malcolm Davis, a hometown kid. He went to McKendree, now he's back in the city of Jefferson playing for the Blue Tigers. 12 on the shot clock. Biambongo right baseline out to Chapman, covered up. Gives it to Ikono, and he hits from the right side. A triple ties the game. Ikono with his 20th three-pointer.
Two players from Belgium, one from France, one from Sarajevo, Bosnia and Herzegovina. International roster for these Blue Tigers.
Top of the key to Bird. Bounce pass, backdoor Kingery, reverse layup, good. We've seen Emmanuel Bird do that before. And Kingery without the basketball, good cut to the hoop, and a sweet reverse makes it 5-3 Bulldogs. Chapman was second team All-League a year ago. Top of the key, Biambongo. Ikono passes to Chapman. He'll fire it up from the left baseline, swish. We're tied at 5. Quickly up the floor, left corner three, no good by Kingery. Rebounded by Ikono. 16:50 to play in the first half. Three ball, no good. Rebounded by Bird. Long outlet to Byers up the right sideline. Lost the handle, but Bird there to scoop it up. Hands back to Brown. Brown, mid-range jumper this time, missed it. He's the three-point leader for the Bulldogs, as is the man with a basketball for Lincoln, Chapman. This time it's a mid-range jumper in the circle, good. 7-5, Lincoln's first lead.
Those 4 threes that Brown hit in a row to start that Raleigh game Thursday night, Brad, was electrifying. Got the crowd rolling, gave the Bulldogs a good shot in the arm.
Kingery leans in against the defender in front of the hoop, can't finish. Biambongo with a rebound. Chapman will walk it across the midcourt logo. Bounces it off to Davis. We've got a timeout coming next stoppage. Pass anticipated and picked off by Byers, and he will slam it with the right hand. Davis dove at him, trying to get a foul before the dunk. Couldn't do it. 7-all.
Made it look easy, Brad. Rose up, pounded it down with one hand.
Coming up to screen is Williams. Now he hands back to Ikono. Ikono off a screen, right of the circle, pulls up, across to Davis. Davis cut off by Byers, passes off to Ikono. Works in behind the backboard. His bounce pass, saved in. No, it was not saved in time by Chapman. Bulldog basketball. And we have our first media timeout. 15:09 to play in the first half. And we are tied at 7. And let's go to the Bulldog women's basketball. 7-7. And Truman basketball after the timeout. Hand off to Brown. Shovels it off to Bird. Or rather Byers. Byers from the left, 45. Connects from 10. Truman back on top, 9-7, 4 in a row for Byers.
He's played well on this back half of the season, Brad, picking his spots. Little pull-up jumper, a hand-check foul on Brown there, but Byers has played well, Brad.
You know, and Coach Worley has settled, you've got kind of the three-headed scoring monster at guard with Brown, Byers, Parinello, and now you've got the three-headed post situation with Lovett, Bird, and McCafferty, right? That, you know, rotational. Here's a soft shot. Good. New player into the game is Amar Kadich, a 6'9 junior. Makes it a 9-9 game. Kadich out of Bosnia-Herzegovina. 9-9, 14-11 to play. Backdoor, Kingery got another reverse on a feed from Emmanuel Bird. $11-9. 4 ties already in this game. Ikono faces up and bumped and fouled by Kingery. Kingery's kind of the neutral zone between those I mentioned. The 3 guards, the 3 bigs inside, and he's that linchpin between guard and post.
He's played well, Brad. He struggled a little bit the other night, but he's played well. He's come on a lot. And again, a guy who came and sat out his whole first year and a lot of his second year, persevered, hung around. I like that. Parinello in the game, I believe. Yes. Brown out.
Daneko Rucker into the game for Lincoln. And a 3-point shot from the corner, good by Chapman. That's his 53rd of the season. He's 5th in the conference in 3-point makes per game.
What's Lincoln's overall record, Brad?
10-14.
And in the league?
4-12.
Wow.
12-11 Tigers. Kingery yo-yos the dribble, rises up from 3, missed it. Rebounded by Biambongo. Ja'Kai Parinello, second leading scorer for the Bulldogs at 15 points per game. Sophomore from the Bronx, New York. Into the game. Here's a 3 ball. That one was really deep. Missed, but Ikono in there for the follow-up. 14-11. Blue Tigers on top with 5 in a row. 12:50 to play. 3-pointer by Lovett. How about that? He opened the scoring with a triple, and now he's got 2. He came into the game with 4 for the season. And we're tied at 14. Lovett out of DeSmet High School, went to Wren Lake Community College, and then arrived on the Kirksville campus. Recruited by Jeff Horner. Here's a turnaround and a foul on Kingery. And that will send Max Ikono to the line, an 81% free throw shooter. And Kingery now has 2 fouls. Troy Anderson will come and get him after the first free throw. And it's good. Troy Anderson out of Warrenton, Missouri. 6'3 sophomore, averaging 3 points per game. Actually, Kingery stayed in the game.
Stays in.
Yeah, Lovett came out. And Julian Brown came out, and Byers is in. Both free throws are good. 16-14, Blue Tigers, 2-2-1 full court press on the made free throw. Parinello works it by the timeline. He was the finisher for the Bulldogs Thursday night. Kingery, left side three, count it. He's got 7 in the Bulldogs. Leapfrog on top, 17-16.
Came up with a quick double team up above the top of the key. Instantly saw it. Kingery all alone on that left wing. No hesitation. Good pass. Let it rip.
Chapman will try to answer back and does. Back-to-back lead changes. Blue Tigers up 19-17.
Chapman's got it rolling early, Brad. Another New York kid that certainly can score.
Bird in the circle, looking back door. They lay off, so he'll shoot it. Missed it. And over the top of Kingery for the rebound is Williams falling down. Gets it to Chapman. Chapman hustling up the floor with the dribble. Kicks it in the corner to Rucker. Rucker, one dribble and off to Ikono. Jump pass underneath. Williams punches it off the window and in. Williams had 14 to lead Lincoln in the loss Thursday at Quincy. 21-17 Blue Tigers. We've had 5 lead changes and 5 ties in the early going. Quentin McCafferty will come in next stoppage. Parinello fans it across court. A blind pass to Kingery is an assist as Kingery knocks down the triple. 21-20 Lincoln.
Hung up in traffic, off balance. Find your teammate all alone in that right corner. Let her rip.
Kingery and Chapman both have 10 for their respective teams. Here's Chapman leaning in. Difficult shot. Bird saves into Kingery. Gives to Parinello. Up the floor to Bird. Bird, quick crossover, right side. Blocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Truman. Quentin McCafferty in for the Bulldogs. 6'10 sophomore out of Papillion, Nebraska. 6.6 points and 4.8 rebounds per game. Brendan Lovett will be coming back in.
0381.
Brad Boyer, Hank Jansen back at Pershing Arena. Well, this final Saturday for Bulldog home basketball. The Bulldogs home finale will be Thursday, February 26th against Indianapolis. Zone defense out of the timeout by the Blue Tigers. As we approach the midway point of this first half. Anderson, Kingery, check it, Kingery out. Lovett, Parinello, McCafferty, Anderson, and Byers for the Bulldogs. Shot clock at 3. Byers will let it rip. Long distance connection. And Truman on top with our 6th lead change in the first 10 minutes. 23-21, Truman. 9:52 remaining into the game for Lincoln. Sterling Rivera, 6'1 junior. There's a fadeaway baseline pop good by Malcolm Davis. His first 2 were tied at 23. Rivera out of Sparks, Nevada. Here is Parinello, who had 21 on Thursday night in the upset win over S&T. Inside McCafferty, good look. McCafferty tosses it in as he broke free left of the hoop. 25-23 Dogs.
They're showing zone, Brad, but instantly turning it into a matchup. The Dogs work through it twice for excellent looks.
And we have a whistle and a foul as the pass was intended for Davis, who got bumped off his cut, and a foul will be called on Troy Anderson. Julian Brown in. Javion Byers will check out. 2 in for the Bulldogs. Chapman got a brief break, maybe a drink of water, and he's right back in there, as is Rashad Williams. Ikono to inbound from the baseline. No look inside. Slapped out by Lovett. Saved in. Davis came up with it. Rejected, I believe McCafferty got it. Here's Brown up the floor. Pulls up at the arc. Brown now drives to the lane. In traffic. Traveling is called.
He kind of got tripped up. Kind of stumbled on his own. Crashed pretty hard. Probably a good call. 25-23. Bulldogs with the lead.
Elliott York Jr., a 6'1 junior out of Orlando, Florida, into the game for Lincoln. And also now in is Robin Descamps, a 6'6 freshman out of France. It is a diverse roster as far as hometowns for Lincoln. Brown will check out for the Bulldogs, and Byers is back in. At the point is Chapman. Here's a 3-ball up, no good. Parinello with a rebound and a foul. They're going to say Biambongo forced Parinello out of bounds. Picks up the foul. That's the second on the Blue Tigers. Truman with 4 fouls here in the first half. Julian Brown right back into the game. And Byers is out. There's Troy Anderson to the circle, gives back to McCafferty all alone as the Blue Tigers went underneath the screen, and Big Q connects on his 12th three-pointer of the season.
Soft touch from long range, Brad. Doesn't hesitate, confident out there. Open, defender didn't get out.
How about his clutch free throws at the end of the S&T win?
Big ones.
Chapman, pass back, now the swinging around to Ikono. Through the lane, right to left, missed the shot. Biambongo with the rebound. Is it a tie-up or a foul? Held ball. And that brings us to our media timeout. It'll be Bulldog basketball leading 28-23. Last year, Hank, the Blue Tigers won the GLVC tournament. 15 starts, and I assume if we haven't seen him by now,
probably not
going to see him in the game.
Lovett back.
Run Spade.
Lovett with McCafferty, Anderson, Julian Brown, and Ja'Kai Parinello. 7:36 to play in the first half. Again, that zone. 2-3. And
9 seconds.
that pass was touched by Descamps and it went out of bounds. Bulldogs will inbound from the side court with 9 on the shot clock. Brown cuts to the top to receive and lets it fly. Count it! What's your distance there, Hank? What do you think? 23, 24?
In there somewhere.
25? Inside the volleyball stripe. 31-23, an 8-0 run for the Bulldogs. Missed shot, followed up by Chapman, no, and the tip good by the 6'6 Descamps. 31-25, Brown feeling it. This time missed from the left wing 3. McCafferty, though, had position and draws a foul. This will be on Ikono. Third on the Blue Tigers. Malcolm Davis back in for Lincoln. Descamps out. Parinello inbounds baseline into Anderson. Inside of 7 minutes to play in the first half. Brown curling up to catch for 3. Missed it. Out of bounds, far corner. Lincoln basketball. 2 starters back. A couple of key players back from last year's national tournament team. Their GLVC wins are over SBU, Maryville, Lewis, and Upper Iowa. Turnaround by Chapman from 10, swish. He's a returner, second team All-League. He's got a dozen, 31-27. Bounce pass to McCafferty. Ikono on his hip. Right block, faces up, pushes up the shot, no good. Rebound, Blue Tigers. Lincoln has scored the last 4. Chapman and Parinello matched up. The Lincoln offensive end. Dribble drive along the baseline. Parinello went down And that may have been where the foul was. They say 32, so an illegal screen on Rashad Williams. That'll be his second. Biambongo will check in. And Williams will sit down.
31-27, Dogs with the lead. Started out fast-paced and a lot of scoring. The scoring has slowed down a bit, still close. 5:50 left in the first half.
Here comes Brown to the top of the circle. Flips it off to Perinello, left wing. Man to man now, Lincoln. Or as Hank said, zone to man. And there's Lovett to the hole for two.
I really can't figure it out, Brad. They look zone, and then they sort it out like almost like a matchup zone, and then sometimes they end up back in the zone. Dogs have done a pretty good job figuring it out.
Three-point shot is good by Chapman.
That guy's got it going, Brad.
Yeah, he is a threat. I'm a little surprised he's not averaging even more. He comes in at 13.8 points per game, and he already has 15, so better than that. 33-30. The Bulldogs.
Here and there, but he's hanging. Brother WR holding things down.
Wish him the best. Bulldog basketball, leading by 3. 5:12 to play. Lovett having an enjoyable senior day so far. With 8, hands it off to Anderson. Now coming to take the handoff, Javion Byers back into the game. Emmanuel Bird heading to the scores table. He'll be coming back in. Brown, pick and roll, lobs it into McCafferty, the finish and the foul.
That is good work, Brad, on the roll. The double team came over. They squeezed him, went up and took it away, maintained his balance, got it right back in up off the glass, drew the foul. Turned out to be a pretty darn good pass with two guys trying to squeeze it and get the hoop and at the line for trying to complete the three-point play.
And he has done the job at the line this season. 75%. Hit the big pair late in the game over S&T. Bird comes in. McCafferty checks out with 8 first-half points. 36-30 Bulldogs. So you got the B-boys in there. Bird, Brown, Byers, Brennan, and Troy Anderson. I can't come up with a B. 36-30 Bulldogs. 4:44 to play. Taking the handoff is York. Elliott York Jr. The pass back to Chapman. This is Kadic. His shot won't go, but good hustle by Davis to get after the loose ball. That shot by Chapman ricochets off the left side of the rim. Bulldog basketball. Here comes Brown. Looking to break down the defender off the bounce, and he finishes. 38-30 Bulldogs.
Traffic. Ended up on the floor, but an excellent job to hang and somehow get it up. Left side.
Lead back up to 8. Matches the largest lead for the Bulldogs. Kadic from downtown. No good. Rebounded by Lovett. See if the Bulldogs can push the advantage to double digits on this possession. Byers, his wraparound bounce pass bounced high into the air and it fooled Bird. Taken away by Lincoln, but then the Blue Tigers turn it over, heading the other way.
Rushing it up court, let it get away from him out of bounds. Are we at a media timeout? I believe we are. Player. We saw him down at Missouri Rolla where his son played. His son's stocky and powerful, but it was one of my thrills to go over and sit there and visit with Harold at halftime of that ball game.
Here's Bird with it in the post. Shot clock down to 6. Bird backing down. Biambongo having nothing of it as he stuffs the shot and comes up with it.
That's excellent defense, Brad.
Biambongo is the leader in the conference in block shots. That is his 37th of the season. Well timed. That's 6'10" on 6'10".
He's a big dude, Brad. They list him at 200 pounds. That's hard for me to believe.
Here is Chapman. Off to Davis. Catch and shoot 3. Rips the net. His first triple, his 50th of the season. Chapman and Davis can light it up from 3. 38-33 Bulldogs. 2:43 remaining. Chapman is 5th in the conference in threes per game. Davis is 13th. Here's a loose pass stolen away by the Blue Tigers.
Bird tried to bounce it across the lane to Brown. He was hung up in heavy traffic, never got there.
Chapman with a nifty reverse layup as he blew through the defense, 38-35.
That guy's headed for 20. What's he got, Brad?
17. Out of bounds. Bulldogs back-to-back turnovers. McCafferty will check in. Bird will check out. So, go ahead.
Just good defense. It looked like Lovett was going to get free for the hoop on the bounce pass. All of a sudden covered up. Tried to kick it back out, backhanded to a teammate. Turnover. So your 8-point lead has disappeared. It's down to 3.
So with Harold Robertson, 2,551 career points. In today's game, what would that translate? Another 1,000?
You know, a lot of them were long rangers, Brad. You know, and you throw the shot clock in there too. You know how it is. If that 3-point line's there, some guys it might mess you up. For Harold, unlimited range.
Near steal by Anderson, coming right at Hank Jansen's sandwich.
And my Coca-Cola.
And you saved both.
I saved both. Got a hand on both of them.
Pretty impressed.
I think the Bulldog player recognized that I was protecting the Coke and he was heads up. I'm serious. And got a little assist from the assistant coach.
Here is Ikono inside, and a foul is called.
You know what I mean,
That'll
Brad,
be on McCafferty.
about
Go ahead.
The 3-point line.
Yeah.
We've seen guys get so enamored with it, and sometimes they'd throw them off. Harold was a guy that had the range. Across half court, he was looking to shoot and score, and he did. I don't think it would have bothered him. It just would have added to his total. But those guys could score, all different players. Billy Finley was the power guy at 6'4", that did all his work inside. Ronnie Nunley,
first free throw miss,
was electrifying, 6'3", did a little bit of everything. And then you got Harold.
National championship team, wasn't it, in Central Missouri? Was that Nunley's team?
Yes.
Yeah.
The year of both the men and women.
Was it 84?
I think it was 84. Won the national title in the same year. I don't know if that's ever been done by anybody in this league or the old league, Brad.
These are MIAA memories from when these two schools were in the MIAA. Now they're reunited here in the GOVC. Ikono hits that back end free throw to make it 38-36, Truman. Bulldogs work through the press, 1:44 to play in the first half. Lincoln is led by as many as 4. Truman as many as 8. Twice. Lovett, middle of the lane, missed the shot. McCafferty rebound, scored, and the foul. His second and 1 of the first half, and the Bulldogs lead by 4.
Boy, nice work again. Lovett, a little 6 or 8 footer that just rolled off. McCafferty had a guy leaning on him, reached up, snagged the rebound on the right side, tossed it right back up softly, got the roll at the line.
Free throw good. And McCafferty in double figures here in the first half with 11.
Dogs needed that, Brad. They'd lost that 8-point lead. Lincoln was rolling. 3-point play rights the ship a little bit.
Leaning in, and a foul is called as Rucker took it hard, 6'6" junior, who scored 11 against the Bulldogs, and he'll head to the free throw line. The foul on McCafferty will be his second.
This Lincoln outfit would be a tough team to encounter in the tournament, Brad. They can be pretty good. They've certainly got the bodies for it.
And again, uncertain about the status of Solomon Oregbu, who averages nearly 20 points per game, 3rd in the league in scoring. So put that with this bunch. Free throw good by Rucker.
The young man from Jeff City, the only player from Missouri.
Second free throw, no good. Rebounded by Bird. 41-37 Dogs. 1:16 to play.
Need to finish this half off, Brad. Need to get a couple of good possessions out of it. 1:10 left.
Lovett back to the basket, straddling the arc outside. Now the pass comes to Parinello. Slips a bounce pass into Bird, and over the top of him, a foul. I believe on Rashad Williams. Yes, that's his 3rd.
Parinello went down low to deliver a crisp bounce pass. Bird went down low to snag it with a guy on his back. It's going to put him at the line.
Ikono will come and get Williams. Bird to the line. He has yet to score in this game. had his 9th double-double on Thursday night, 14 points, 11 rebounds. Elliott York back in for Lincoln, and Rucker checks out. Bird had 10 in the win at Lincoln on January 2nd, 59-57. Free throw up, no good. Missed the front end of the 1-and-1. So the Lincoln Blue Tigers can make it a one-possession game. Julian Brown trying to stay with Chapman, who has 19. I think they said 17 earlier. Backdoor pass, and he's got another one.
Boy, the fake at the top left, cut down hard on the right side, got the pass up and underneath, right-handed up underneath on the left side. Smooth and sweet. 30 seconds on the game, 20 on the shot.
9 of 16 from the field. 16 shots in the first half. Brown takes the handoff. Down the right side of the lane. Pivots back, blocked by Chapman. He's doing it all. Chapman down the center of the lane. Then angles to the far near corner. Passes out to Ikono. Blue Tigers now can play for the last shot. 41-39. Chapman has over half the points for the Blue Tigers. Ikono takes Lovett in deep. No, poked out of bounds. Bulldog basketball with .9.
Well, you can get a pass and maybe one dribble in 9/10 of a second.
The defending conference champs. A good showing here in the first half at Pershing. Parinello will let it fly in time, but it's short. And Truman's lead over Lincoln is 2.
It's a fast-paced, well-played first half, Brad. What are the shooting percentages? Dogs were 58 from long range. Lincoln was, Dogs 55.
Conference tournament. Going to be on the outside looking in this year. It is Blue Tiger basketball, and we are underway. 41-39. The Bulldogs twice led by 8 in the first half. It's a catch-and-shoot 3, and a Blue Tiger lead. Malcolm Davis with the triple. Byers, Bird, Kingery, Lovett, and Brown. The Bulldogs 5 to start the second half. Bird missed it. Biambungo stood his ground. Chapman hit the deck, passes off. Chapman going 2 for 2 to start the second half as he hit from the left corner pocket. And a timeout taken by the Bulldogs.
Two three-pointers.
No timeout taken. The official thought Coach Worley took a timeout.
I thought he did too. The official said, Coach, we miscommunicated. My fault. Let's move on.
Malcolm Davis with back-to-back triples gives the Blue Tigers a 45-41 lead. Davis in double figures now with 11. Bird has it, top of the circle. Passes off to Brown. The Bulldogs could use some Julian Brown scoring. He has 5. The Bulldogs leading scorer on the season. Bird this time drives Biambungo right under the hoop and scores. That's the first basket for Emmanuel Bird.
He finished that like he should, Doug. Took it strong, led with the shoulder. Left side, left hand.
Lincoln had scored 9 in a row going back to the first half before that hoop. 18:22 to play. Ikono from 3, got it. They have made their first 3 three-point attempts of the half.
Well, it was 38-30, and they've run off 18-5 run at the end of the first half here in the start of the second to take a 5-point lead.
They're now 8 of 14 from distance. Brown is shut down by a tall double team, and it rolls out. Brown got rolled over on his face, and he's down, and they are going to stop play, and that will not make Coach Drew happy.
He wanted a foul, Brad. That's heavy contact, Brad. I don't know. I didn't see all of it at the end, but boy. Coach Woolery wants a foul there. Brown's down. He took the shot. I think his face got planted on the court. Parinello off the bench and headed in.
First, and then McKendree, S&T, and Jewell all tied for second. Indianapolis third, and Illinois Springfield in sixth. So Illinois Springfield dropped down. But the six are all the same. They've just standing-wise changed, and there's only two games that separate the top six. Here's a miss from up top. Biambongo with the follow, and the whistle and the foul.
Can't let that guy have that rebound, Brad. You're right there. Get a body on him. Got the missed pull-up jumper in the middle of the lane.
Upper Iowa 7th right now at 10-6, and then you drop down to 8-8 UMSL, 7-8 Truman. So if you think PRS is going to line up any with the regular standings, and for the most part it has. There have been a few alterations along the way, but fairly close. You would think UMSL and Truman are playing for the last spot in the tournament, and they play next week. Free throws, good by Biambongo.
Boy, down by 7. You were up by 8 in the last minute or two of the first half. Now down by 7. Got work to do. Parinello needs to get going.
The game is flipped by 15 points. Here's Byers down the lane. Lost the handle going up, but a foul. Byers immediately turns to the official, says, I was shooting. And he will be awarded free throws.
I'm not sure if he really was, Brad. It looked like he just kind of got raked a little bit. The young man who got called for the foul has a pained look on his face, like you got to be kidding me. But Byers at the line for a pair. Dogs trail 50-43, 17-24 left in this one at Purge.
Daneco Rucker started this second half for the Blue Tigers. He picks up the foul. Byers hits the free throw. He had 7 in the first half.
Who did he replace in the lineup?
So it was a 14-2 run. Free throw, good.
Doesn't matter.
By Byers.
Yeah, it was 38-30. And so they've busted off a
Rashad Williams. He's in there instead of 32. Williams.
They busted off a 20-7 run at the end of the first and the start of the second.
50-45, Blue Tigers nearing the 17-minute mark. Bulldogs very aware of Mr. Chapman on this possession. So he'll pass through a double team to Biambongo, who lays it in for his first field goal.
Bird came out to double team, but lingered, Brad, and instantly Chapman recognized it. A quick little bounce pass underneath right to his teammate under the hoop.
Bounce pass inside Bird behind the backboard. Has to send it back outside to Parinello. Brown looks alert on the bench. We'll see if he gets back into the game at some point. Parinello bounces it short corner to Bird and goes at Biambongo. Missed the shot, out of bounds off Lincoln. Bulldog basketball. Hank Jakai Parinello hasn't really been a part of the offense so far.
They shut him out. They shut him down in the first half. Didn't start, which has worked pretty well for him, but they really squeezed him, Brad. Did not let him get going off the dribble.
Bird into the chest of Biambongo twice, and he's able to create enough space to bank it home. 52-47 Blue Tigers. Chapman passes off to Davis. Takes it baseline to the basket, lays it in. So they were overplaying on the three, and Davis on the blow-by scores.
What was his high school in Jeff City, Brad? Where'd he play?
I assume Jeff City High.
Yeah. He has lit it up here in the second half. Got him going with 2 threes and kick-started him, and they're rolling.
54-47. Parinello works it around the backboard. Circles back around in a nifty reverse layup under the arms of the 6'10 Biambongo.
Coming from the left baseline all the way in. Circle around in front of the hoop. Leaner. Right hand, left side. Under the big guy off the glass softly.
Biambongo may have got dizzy watching Parinello dribbling around the merry-go-round. Here's Biambongo at the other end. Rolls off the lip. No good. Bird rips away the rebound. They're going to call simultaneous possession, and on the held ball, it's Bulldog basketball.
That's good work by both those guys. That's the way to stay with it for Bird. And Biabongo got in there. 15:08 left in this one. Dogs trying to...
Bulldogs, since the holidays, 6-6. Last 9 games, Truman 5-4. Highlighted by wins over Illinois Springfield and Thursday night over Missouri S&T, 2 of the top 6 teams in the league. The Bulldogs are 6-5 here at home. Parinello between the circles, 15 minutes left in this one. Kingery cutting along the baseline. Parinello will take that spot on the drive left side, leaves it for Bird, who finishes in the foul. Good work by Ja'Kai Parinello. And Bird, all 3 of his field goals in this game have come since intermission.
Just kind of hold your breath, Brad, when he goes in there. Well, yeah, and I didn't see the end of it because of the coaches and players blocked me out, but he's going up in the air with seemingly nowhere to go, and then all of a sudden Bird gets it and gets it in the hoop. He's got to hit this free throw.
He does.
Dogs back to within 2, 14:47 left, 54-52.
Julian Brown back in for the Bulldogs. Troy Anderson checking out. Chapman has not had a shot so far in the second half. Here is Davis. Pulls it up, free throw line, lobbing it high. The catch by Williams. Bird got caught on Davis, and so Parinello had the taller Williams, and a good pass for 2.
Faked it, and then he saw the matchup, just lobbed it up over the top. Bounces off the official out near midcourt.
4-point lead for the Blue Tigers. Bird posting up Williams, takes him right under the hoop and lays it in. 56-54.
13:50 left.
Something they must have talked about at halftime, Hank. Bird has been much more aggressive in the post. Elliott York in the game for the Blue Tigers takes a tumble, and the official says traveling. Give it back to Truman State. Or, as the uniforms say, Northeast Missouri State.
Northeast Missouri.
The throwback unis.
I kind of thought the guy got rid of it before he actually hit the floor, Brad, but doesn't matter. Got him for the travel. Dogs with a chance to tie or regain the lead with 13:30 left, trailing by 2.
Parinello hands to Brown. In the circle to Bird. Now to Parinello, right wing. Bounce it, right block to Bird. Williams on his hip with 3 fouls. Head and shoulder fake. Up with it and in. And the foul. Another and 1 for the Birdman. And we are tied at 56.
And with Biabongo out, Brad, he's got a size matchup. He's capitalizing. Here comes the big man right back in. But Bird going to work here in the second half. It's 11 for him to go with 4 rebounds.
And you can tack on a free throw. 57-56. Inbound pass to Chapman. Chapman had 19 at halftime. He's still got 19. 13-15 to play. Gives to Davis. Right back to Chapman off a screen. 3-point shot missed. On the other side, 50-50 ball won by Lincoln and Sterling Rivera. He stumbles through the lane. No call this time. Chapman with a basketball. 12 on the shot clock. They hedge on Chapman. Pass across to Davis. Through a double team to the right side. High off the window and in.
Bird came over to challenge him on the drive on the right side. One-hander up high off the glass. Lincoln back on top, 58-57, 12:30 left.
Our 9th lead change of the game. Bird, top of the key 3. No good. Rebound Biabongo. 12:24 left in this one. Rivera takes over the ball. Hands it off to Davis, who is having a big second half. So Chapman in the first half is Davis so far in the second half. Ikono drives off Kingery and a soft shot trickles home. 60-57 Blue Tigers.
12 minutes left.
And an offensive foul.
Going to be on.
Bongo is down, face first on the floor.
I think it's on Bird, Brad. I'm not sure.
I'm not so sure we're going to end up going to the video screen. Maybe not.
It'll be on Bongo.
Be his first free throw attempt. And this is for 20, and it's good. Took him 8 minutes, 2 seconds of the second half, but he gets his 20th point after a sparkling first half. And he hit them both. So now the Blue Tigers will have the ball, leading by 5. Unnecessary and intent are kind of like two different things. So you really can't, I guess you can't measure intent.
Nope.
So you only have unnecessary. Out of the double team, bounce pass comes to Davis. Davis will dribble it up the floor. 62-57 Lincoln. This is Econo, left side of the circle, hands it off. Now a pass in the corner to Davis. Missed it. McCafferty with the rebound. First appearance for McCafferty in the second half after scoring 11 in the first half.
I thought he played really well, Brad.
Byers posting up. Rivera. Fade away. Left baseline. Good on the foul. And teammates will help Javion off the floor as he heads to the line. Team's fourth foul. First on Rivera. And good news for Lincoln and for all of us, Bongo back into the game. Rivera will check out. Byers' first field goal of the second half. He's got 11 points for the game. And they'll mop up perspiration where Byers landed. And one shot for the transfer from Northwest Missouri State, where he averaged about 8 points per game last year. Before that at Lake Region State. Free throw, good. Completes the three-point play. The Bulldogs are back to within 2. 11:24 remaining for this story to be told this afternoon. Rucker, the pass off. Quick trigger. Right side bomb. Good by Tyler Chapman, his fourth of the game.
Brown has been chasing him around, dogging him.
At the other end, Byers answers back. 65-63 Lincoln.
It's a big answer, Brad.
His second three of the game. Brown coming in from behind, snatches it away. Lobs it ahead to Parinello. Right side, as he went in, poked away by Chapman. Lincoln takes it back.
10:40 left, Dogs down by 2. That's a pretty sweet steal, Brad. Just poked it cleanly away.
Chapman, quick crossover. Left side of the hoop, shooting against his body. Missed it, offensive rebound, Econo. And the foul will go on McCafferty. That'll be his third. Third on the Bulldogs. Lincoln will inbound from the baseline. Blue Tigers lost Thursday at Quincy. Here's the pass lobbed up for Bongo. Now Chapman, the handoff, the shot, and 3 more on the board for the Blue Tigers. 5 triples for Chapman. Byers dribbles into a 3. Can't answer this time, rebounded by Rucker. Hank, those flagrant technical free throw attempts have got Chapman going. 68-63. He's got 27 now. Chapman fade away. Swish! It has lit the dynamite stick. 70-63. He had not scored in 8 minutes of the second after the 19-point first half. He goes up, watches 2 free throws sail through, and it's the Blue Tigers 10 of 18 from 3. The Bulldogs 8 of 15. So both teams are shooting well from the arc. The Blue Tigers with 2 more makes. Here's Kingery, faces up inside the arc. In the lane, McCafferty. Couple of fakes. Then he's able to find the opening around B. Mbongo and scores. First 2 from McCafferty, second half, 13 for the game. 70-65 Blue Tigers. 9:28 to play. Here comes Chapman downhill. A collision with Brown and a blocking foul on Julian. Both players are down.
Brown had been guarding Chapman. This time it was Parinello on him as he changed directions and headed for the hoop on the left side. And Brown up, walking it off. Chapman down still.
They will help Chapman up. He was a starter last year, as was Malcolm Davis. And they have led the way for the Blue Tigers here today. The official, I think, wants to look into the eyes of Chapman just to make sure he doesn't see any fog. Chapman says he's all right. I think the official just told his partner, let's keep an eye on number 4, make sure he's okay. Second foul on Julian Brown. Team fouls are even at 4. Ikono will inbound baseline. Pass lobbed in, and Parinello leaps into the air and deflects it out of bounds. Truman led by as many as 8 points in the first half. But playing from behind here in the second half, lob into Ikono. He shot that from behind the backboard and swished it. 72-65.
Just a quick catch on the right baseline. Instantly pivoted. Knocked her down. 9 minutes left, down by 7.
McCafferty turns on Mbongo. That's a 10-footer, tough shot, and rebounded by Ikono.
That is a tough one, Brad. 10-foot turnaround. Big man right up on you.
Conference's top shot blocker, arms right in your eyes. 8:43 to play. Ikono just scored, posting up Kingery. He's 6'7", Kingery 6'5". This shot is short and loose on the baseline. Rucker had it, stepped on the purple boundary. It's Bulldog basketball. Emmanuel Bird back in. McCafferty will check out. Here comes Brendan Lovett in. And Kingery will check out. In for Lincoln is Sterling Rivera. And Chapman will get a breather.
8:30 left. Dogs trail by 7 with the ball.
Parinello will saunter up the floor with a dribble. Passes it ahead to Brown. The top of the circle, Bird will face up. Down goes Ikono. Bulldogs play on. Down low it goes. Parinello, reverse, missed, and a foul.
Needed that to go, Brad.
He used the basket as a shield nicely away from 2 defenders, but couldn't finish.
Couldn't get it up high enough on the glass, so be at the line for a pair. 8:13 left. Dogs trail 72-65.
Second foul on Mbongo. First free throw for Parinello this afternoon is good. He was 10 of 11 from the line, many of them in crunch time in the 80-77 upset of 24th ranked Missouri S&T on Thursday. Rivera checks out, and how long was Chapman on the bench, Hank?
27 seconds.
That's about right.
Of game time, off the clock time. And you can throw in a little bit more here. 29 for him.
Yes. Well, there was a lot of delay there before Perinello shot his second, and then he missed it out of bounds, and it's Lincoln ball.
72-66, Dogs trail. 8:10 left.
Econo brings it up. Pass into Biambongo, and Econo threads that one through traffic for the assist. 74-66, largest lead for Lincoln. In the corner to Lovett. Feed Bird, right block. And he doubles, so he'll pass it out to Byers. Byers to the free throw line. Throws a pass to Bird, right side of the backboard, leans in, missed it.
He's got the 6'2" guy on him, Brad. He's got to take his time. Rush that shot from the right low block. No chance to go.
Econo passes left wing to Davis, works in behind the backboard, out of bounds, lost it, and the Bulldogs get it back. Media timeout.
You go.
7-11. This is
74-66. Dogs got work to do, Brad. Have not been able to scratch into that lead.
Let's take a timeout as everybody regroups here at Pershing Arena. You're listening on Senior Day.
Lovett, Perinello, Brown, Byers.
And Perinello doesn't even mess around. He took that inbounds pass and blasted off from the backcourt into the lane and earns a trip to the line.
Shot short off the front of the rim, but at the line for a pair.
The foul was called on Biambongo, so that's his third. And Perinello rips the net on the first. He's got 4 points. He averages 15.1 on the season. Julian Brown averages 15.3.
What's he have?
5. So the two leading scorers have been kept in check. Free throw missed. Rebound Econo. 74-67. Blue Tigers, 7 minutes left. Left wing Davis. Bulldogs are in the bonus the rest of the game. Step back three by Davis is good.
Wow.
His fourth triple.
That's a nice shot, Brad. That's tough. The little guard with all the points is out for a breather. So Davis lets it rip. Fade away from the left side.
Brown cut off, goes up, looking for the foul call. And now the whistle's going to go against Brown.
They want a technical, the Lincoln players. There's action there, Brad. I thought Brown did get fouled, Brad. He was 6'8" feet on the left side, went up. I thought he got hammered. And then he responded, and then he reacted. This very well, if they look at this very well may be.
They call it a common foul.
Well, I thought Brown definitely got fouled there, Brad.
And now a technical foul.
For what's transpired after here?
I think there's words between Biambongo and Brown.
Brown needs to swallow it and move on. Brad.
It's double technicals.
On those two guys?
On those two. They kept the jawing after whatever transpired down low. So they both pick up a tech. So it's now 17 fouls on the Blue Tigers, 6 on the Bulldogs. The more important part of that exchange is Biambongo now has 4 fouls for Lincoln. Brown has 3 for Truman. Inbounds pass to Econo. 76-67. Chapman and Davis have combined for 9 3-pointers. Shot up and good. Good pivot work, good footwork by Rucker. Gets his first field goal. Largest lead is 11 for Lincoln.
This has gone south for the Dogs.
Left block, Bird. And we have a whistle and a foul. Ikono wrapped his arm around, picks up the foul. Checking on the last three by Davis. They called it a 2. So I guess his foot must have been on the line. He didn't.
So the scoreboard is correct?
Yes. I guess. I have to go back and look at all the scoreboard here in the live stats scoreboard. A missed free throw out of bounds. It'll be Lincoln basketball. Some empty points or empty trips to the line. Live stats says 78-67. Scoreboard says 78-67, and Davis has 17 points. Here's Ikono driving it. And a whistle and a foul. Bird with a late challenge.
A little bit of a late whistle too, Brad. Not a ton of contact. He pulled the ball back away, tried to spin it up there. Going to put him at the line for a pair.
I've given Davis with 19. So I don't
And
know.
what do they've got? 17?
17.
So you're saying even, and that's without counting that as a 3? That's with,
Yeah, that was me counting it as a 2. I don't know.
He's got 3, 6, 9.
Free throw good by Ikono.
I don't know.
My scoring doesn't matter. I just try to keep credit where credit's due for these players. Free throw up and good. Lincoln is just slowly squeezing the life out of the Bulldogs here in the second.
Both ends, Brad.
It was 4, it was 6, it was 8.
Executing in the half court, playing good defense.
Just up to 13, out of bounds off of Parinello.
That's enough of a bump, Brad. That could have been called a foul. I thought he bodied him pretty good. This is sunk away, Brad. You were ahead by 8 at 38-30 late in the first half. And so they have ripped you. They've outscored you 50-29 and are stretching it out. And Chapman now back in the ball game for the Blue Tigers.
And they don't have to be in a hurry as we hit the 5-minute mark. 13-point spread, largest of the game. Ikono down the right side of the lane, a bump and a foul.
So, that to me, that's not any more of a bump than what we saw down here against Parinello, Brad, that forced him to lose the ball. That's the same type thing, off the dribble, heading down the lane, bodied up.
Chapman will check out.
21.
And Ikono steps to the line. Rivera in for Lincoln. Team fouls are even at 8. And the front end of the 1-and-1, good by Ikono. 6 of 7 from the line.
Box out.
And connects on the second as well.
Dogs at least need a push, Brad, to get this crowd trying to go a little bit here. 82-67. From up by 8 to down by 15.
Here is Brown on a quick pivot on the defender right block, and a foul is called on Rivera. That'll be his second. Julian Brown to the line for a 1-and-1. This is the last 1-and-1 for the Dogs.
And what was the halftime score, Brad?
41-39.
That was Dogs ahead.
Yeah. So 26 points here in the second half so far. But the more impressive is Lincoln with 43.
4:45 left. Dogs trying to scratch their way back in this. It's going to be a tough haul.
Free throw good. Brown will shoot another. That's his first point of the second half.
hadn't had many shot attempts. They've done an excellent job of squeezing him.
I would say this might be the lowest combined total for Brown and Parinello in a game, just guessing off the top of my head.
Parinello 4, the two have combined for 10.
Yep. They combined to average 30. Free throw, good. 82-69, Blue Tigers. And a whistle and a foul on Davis dribbling up the floor. Kingery picks up his third.
Davis kind of sold that one a little bit. Not much contact on the fly, and he kind of humped around a little bit. Well, this was a tough one, Brad Boyer. Hate to end your home Saturday schedule and your throwback unis, and I guess it's only fitting that an old foe like Lincoln Tigers are the ones that do it to you, but this is going to be tough to find a way. 83-69, 4:40 left.
Davis now with 18 hits the free throw. He was the catalyst, Hank. He hit those first 2 threes
right
out
off
the game.
Right off the top in the second half. Gave him the lead, followed with another one, and they were off.
Parinello around a Bird screen. Ikono switches off and shuts down Jakai. This is Bird. Hands back to Brown. Brown. Downhill, right side, bumping a foul. Shot won't go. 2 more free throws for Brown. And back in comes Chapman. Or he will after the first free throw.
Well, not out of the question to make a rally, but it's got to come on the defensive end, Brad.
He's got that left hand bandage. That's what kept him out of the lineup in last week's road trip. First free throw, no good. He missed games at SBU and Drury with a hand bruise. Second free throw, good. 80% on the season, 13th in the conference in free throw shooting. 83-70, a trap in the backcourt, and a steal by Kingery. Wrapping around to Anderson inside, to Bird, coming down Broadway, 2-hand slam. And now there's a little bit of life in Pershing Arena.
83-72, 4 minutes left, double team again in the corner.
And a steal. Brown calling for a timeout, and he gets it. Back-to-back turnovers off the press. And this crowd on Senior Day looking for any reason to make some noise finally finds it.
Looking for some kind of something, Brad, to get this team sparked. Good job by Kingery. They had the squeeze. So the Dogs, Parinello will inbound from the baseline. Kingery, Brown. Who am I missing? The big man, Bird.
And Bird has it. Right corner of the lane. Passes it across to Kingery. Gives to Anderson, left wing to Bird. 13 on the shot clock. Bird will back down B. Mbongo, playing with 4 fouls. Missed the shot. Bird goes over the back for the rebound and picks up a foul.
I guess it's worth giving a try. Totally from behind him and reached over. That's 4 on Bird.
So both post players now have 4. Well, it was not B. Mbongo that was fouled. It is Rucker. And he'll head to the line, 1 of 2 in this game. Free throw good. It's 2 free throw shots each foul now, the rest of the way.
14 of 17. Well,
there was a lot of excitement there for a moment, but only ends up being 3 points in a row. And Rucker gets 2 of them back there at the line.
They've done a good job at the line. 15-18.
85-72, Blue Tigers, 3:42 remaining. Brown from 25, missed it. Rebound, B. Mbongo.
And if that would have gone, Brad, get you back to 10, maybe 3 minutes left, 3:30, maybe a shot. But this one is darn near thoroughly slipped away. And I'll credit the Blue Tigers with playing extremely well here. That last 2 or 2.5 minutes of the first half and here in the second half. They've done what needed to be done.
Biambongo, half hook, good. They are going to score 50 in this half. They're at 48 right now, 87-72. Marinello, jump pass outside. Anderson missed it from 3. Rebounded by Ikono.
Stolen
Taken
by
away.
Marinello, yes.
Anderson faked the pass, works in the lane. Teardrop in. 87-74. First 2 for Troy Anderson. Foul in the backcourt on Anderson. That'll send Davis to the line. There aren't many great options on the Lincoln starting 5 if you want to
put somebody at the line.
Or the Williams got the start here tonight. Chapman 85%, Davis 87% hits the first. Ikono 81%. They are second in the league in free throw shooting at just under 79% as a team. Free throw, good.
This one is about totally in the books, Brad. 89-74. Lincoln with an excellent second half surge and 2:30 left.
Marinello pulls back for 3, missed it. Rebounded by Davis. The Bulldogs just could not, at any point in the second half, put together a run.
Pretty solid defense by the Blue Tigers.
Ikono isolated with McCafferty and then was ready to start the drive, and McCafferty picks up his 4th foul. And Ikono's had a good half. Free throw good. He's 8 of 9 from the line.
Shoot, he's got 20 to go with 9 rebounds.
They've got 3
7
players.
assists.
3 players with 20 plus. McCafferty and Marinello check out. Free throw good.
Is this the biggest lead, Brad? 17?
Yes.
91-74.
2 minutes left. Brown jumps it across to Byers. Hits, and it's a 3. His 3rd triple. 18 for Byers. 1:47 left against the press.
Pushing 10 seconds.
And Rivera gets it just across. Up ahead to Rucker. Now back to Ikono, and he'll just hang on to the ball for a moment. Now he'll do a standing dribble.
This is a solid second half, as good as we've seen in Pershing Arena this year, Brad. They have been solid, hit shots.
Ikono, late shot clock 3, no good. Tipped around, Blue Tigers have it.
Yeah.
A step quicker maybe, first or second half. Truman,
Absolutely.
Truman led by as many as 8 first half.
38-30. Find how much time was left on that one. That's a layup all the way to the hoop.
By Davis.
Tell me when you can how much time was left. And Dogs were up 38-30, Brad, when you get a minute.
3:15 left in the first half.
And they scored.
Brown sweeps it in, 93-79. The 8-point lead ended up being 2 at halftime. And then Davis bang, bang from 3 to start the second half.
This is 50-plus here in the second half. What was it? They had 40.
Yeah.
They had 41 at half.
Yeah, you're at 54. The Tigers working the clock down.
This guy has played well, Brad.
Corner 3, no good. Rebound, Biambongo flips it up, no good. Out of bounds. We'll stay with Lincoln. Shot clock is off.
Look at that rebound total, Brad. 36-15.
37 now, wow.
My goodness gracious.
Well, the Bulldogs, only have 3 offensive rebounds, so they're not getting second chances. And then the other factor, Lincoln not missing shots in the second half. So not defensive rebounds. That is lopsided.
37-15.
And Lincoln dribbles out the win. An impressive second half for the Blue Tigers. And they end up splitting the home and away series with the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs won by 2 in Jeff, but a huge second half for the Blue Tigers here this afternoon.